I understand that the principle of land ownership is really important. It was particularly important in that post-colonial era of independence which you're describing. But there's no doubt that the way that the white-owned farms were seized had huge implications, not only for the people whose land it was, who owned that land, but for many of the black farm workers, and indeed for Zimbabweans in general, because not long afterwards the food crisis began, and you still have a situation where as many as a third of Zimbabwean children are malnourished. So what do you say now to those white farmers? Do you need them back in order to get the full potential out of the land?
You are correct to say at the time of independence, actually Zimbabwe was a food basket of the region. We had to make a decision that we remain without our land and have the little minority cultivate the land and keep the title of being a food basket of the region, or take our land and use it productively until we become a food basket of the region. And I can assure you, the last 3 years, including last year, we now have food surplus since last season. And I have no doubt with the model of agriculture we have introduced now, we should be able to produce enough grain for ourselves, whether there's drought and there's no drought, because we have created water bodies throughout the country, and with support from Spain, support from Brazil, support from Belarus, we are bringing lots of irrigation equipment.
Well, the World Food Programme said that even last year there were 4 million Zimbabweans who were food insecure.
I am saying the last season, it is possible. In fact, the last 2 decades, we had food deficiency.
So what is the position? What is the position on the white farmers then? Because some have come back and some have been welcomed back. Do you want them back? Will they get their land back, or will they be compensated?
The new administration, we don't want to think on racial lines that there are white farmers and black farmers. That should be a philosophy of the past.
Okay, so farmers who own their land.
Farmers are farmers. We have lots of former commercial farmers. We have happily integrated into our system by accepting to have their farms reduced or downsized in terms of our ecological regions. We have 5 of them, and each ecological region has a maximum farm size. And those we have accepted have remained, and they are participating in our agricultural production and development. And we value their skills, absolutely. But at the end of the day, even the African farmer must also be trained, must be supported, must be capacitated by government. It's a deliberate policy we are making. As I've just mentioned, that since last season, we now have food surplus. The consumption of grain in our country is about 1.5 million metric tons per year, but this time of nearly 3 million metric tons, which means that the 1.5 plus 500,000 metric tons for strategic reserve, that makes 2 million metric tons of grain. The balance above that is now available for export. And we also now know, under the current model, that we need X amount of hectarage in Zimbabwe under grain, so that we get the amount of grain which we want. And in this particular instance, we need 400,000 hectares of land under what we call command agriculture. And those who voluntarily enter the program, we supply them with the 5 requirements for their piece of land they will have put on the program. That is, they will have seed, fertilizer, chemicals.
Mr. President, you clearly have big plans for the future, and you're at the start of your presidency.